Welcome to Mr. Gitz's Flipped Classroom. Got some math problems we're going to be looking at here today. First one, which statement relates to the ratio 2 to 3? Students ask me, what does relate mean? I'm going to say which statement is connected to the ratio 2 to 3. Which statement is equivalent to the ratio 2 to 3. So look at this here. This is 6 to 4. 6 to 4. 6 to 4, or you can say 6 over 4. Let's go ahead and divide this top by 3, and let's go ahead and divide this bottom by, no, you can't divide it by 3. Let's divide top by 2, and then let's go ahead and divide bottom by 2. So this should be 3 over 2 is what we should come up with. Again, 3 over 2. 2 to 3 is not the same as 3 to 2. Ratio of boys to girls is 2 to 3. How to reduce that? Sorry, ratio of boys to girls in the class is 20 to 30. How do we reduce that 20 to 30? Well, 20 over 30 divide by 10 is equal to 2 over 3. 2 to 3, like that. This one looks good. 2 for every 6. Now 2 for every 6 would be divide by 2 is equal to 1 over 3. 1 over 3 is not the same as 2 over 3. 1 to 3, nope, nope, nope. 4 to 1, nope. So we got the answer right here. Now what else we got here? Now for this one, which statement relates to the ratio 9 to 1? A plant grows 1 inch every 9 days. 1 inch every 9 days. That's the opposite, right? So we want 9 to 1. This is 1 to 9. What about this here? 2 to 18. 2 to 18. 2 to 18. Divide by 2. Divide by 2. This would be 1 over 9. 1 to 9. It's the same as that one there. Nope. 1 to 9 is not 9 to 1. Can't switch it around. Now this one's difficult right here. $9 per hour. 9 to 1. This is going to be your correct answer right here. Anytime we do dollars per hour or anytime we do miles per hour, it's always going to be compared to 1. At a rate of 1 over 1. How much per hour? How much per mile? Then up here we're looking at again 1 to 9. So that one's a no. Now this next one here, the answer that's needed is actually going to be something that you write in, so it's not selecting A, B, or C or anything like that. Let's go ahead and set up a table. So I had students lots of times in class setting up a table like this. We did this quite a bit. So we have cupcakes, we have cupcakes, and then we have dollars. 4-pack of cupcakes, 4-pack of cupcakes for $8.60. It's going to be $8.60. And then we have Sally's Cupcake Shop sells 4-pack of cupcakes at a sale price of $8.60 for 4 cupcakes. What's the price of 1 cupcake? So what's the price of 1? We need to figure out this right here. What is the price of 1? Now, with this, how do you get from 4 to 1 as a multiplicative relationship? 4 is less than 1. We cannot multiply 4 by anything to get to 1 unless it's a fraction that's less than 1. I had students say, well, you subtract 3. You got 4, and then you subtract 3 to get to 1, so just take 3 from this. Well, no, I said it's got to be multiplicative, which means either multiplication or division. What times 4 is going to be equal to 1? What times 4 is going to be equal to 1? We divide both sides by 4. Divide both sides by 4. 4 over 4x is equal to 1 over 4. 4 over 4x is 1x is equal to 1 over 4. So what we do is we multiply this by 1 over 4 to get to 1. Now we're going to multiply this by 1 over 4 to see what that number is there. So if we have this 860 times 1 over 4, is equal to 860 divided by 4. If we go ahead and divide this out now, 8.6 divided by 4. 4 goes in here twice. 2 times that is 8. 8 minus 8, 0. Bring down the 6. 4 goes into there once. Okay, looks good. Multiply that times 1 right there. 1 times 4 is 4. 6 minus 4 is 2. Bring down the 0. 5 times 4 is 20. No remainder. And you got to remember your decimal point. 215. Like students to draw a box around their answer if they can. This was a quiz that we did in class last week. All right, let's see what else we got here. Okay, the ratio of blueberries to muffins is shown in the table below. The ratio of blueberries to muffins is shown in the table below. Complete the missing value. Complete the missing value. Okay, so for this, what we're going to do is start filling in what we have here. Now it says the ratio of blueberries to muffins is shown in the table below. Blueberries to muffins. Complete the missing value. What times 15 is equal to 2? Or you can look at it the other way. What times 2 is equal to 15? And then what times 8 is going to be equal to 60? So if we say this again, 2 times what equals 15? 2 times x is equal to 15. Divide both sides by 2. X is equal to 15 over 2. Half of 15. 15 divided by 2, right? Let's go ahead and do a 7. 7.5. 7.5. So 2 times 7.5 is going to be equal to 15. 8 times 7.5 is going to be equal to 60. Now, what we want to do then is we can multiply by 7.5 to get from here to here, or we can take this and divide by 7.5. So we can take 30 divided by 7.5. Let's see what happens here. And we got to be wary of our decimal points here. Okay, so this is going to go in here. So 7.5 doesn't go into 30, but 7.5 definitely, or 75 definitely goes into 300. Let's try this here. So it goes in, what is this, 4 times? 4. So 7.5 times 4. 4 times 5. 4 times 5 is 20. Yeah? So 4 times 5 is 20. 0, 2 for up there. 4 times 7, 28, plus 2 is 30. Yep. So we're going to have that 4 there. But if you look at the decimal point, move 1 here, move 1 here, decimal point stays there. The answer is going to be 4. What that means is for every 4 muffins, there's 30 blueberries. All right, next up. A plant grows 2.5... a plant grows 2.5 centimeters every 5 weeks. At this rate, how many centimeters does the plant grow in 12 weeks? So we have here on our double number line, looks nice. Let's get a table going here. So what we can do on the table, this is another way to look at it. We have centimeters and we have weeks. So centimeters, it did 2.5 centimeters in 5 weeks. How many will it grow in 12 weeks? So put a 12 here. What times 5 is equal to 12? 5 times x is equal to 12. X is equal to 12 over 5. 12 divided by 5 will equal, don't forget our decimal points, goes in here twice, 10, 2, bring down the 0, 4. 2.4. So multiplying by 2.4. So 5 times 2.4 is going to be equal to 12. 2.5 times 2.4 is going to be equal to what? We've got to multiply this as well. I got 600, but don't forget the decimal points. 600, 1 decimal point, 2 decimal point, 1, 2 decimal points. This will be a 6. 6 is going to be here. And then this is going to be 11, 12. How many centimeters does a plant grow in 12 weeks? 6 centimeters. Next one. A necklace has 7 star-shaped beads for every 4 heart-shaped beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nice. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's the ratio? 7 to 4. Done. All right, 4 t-shirts cost $52 at the school spirit store. At this rate, how much will 5 shirts cost? Okay, let's get our table going again. Table, we have shirts. Then we have dollars. 4 shirts, $52. At this rate, how much will 5 cost? 4 times what is equal to 5? How do we get from 4 to 5? What is the scale factor we're looking for? X is equal to 5 over 4. Our answer should be 52 times 5 over 4. So to do this, 52 times 5, 260 over 4. 260 divided by 4. This would be 6. 24 to 0, 5. 65. Okay, next up. For every 9 hours of babysitting, Rhea earns $225. How much does she earn per hour? Okay, let's get a table going here. So for a table, we have hours, and then we have dollars. 9 hours, we get $225 per hour. How much does she make in 1 hour? That's what we have to do. 9 times what equals 1? 9 times 1 over 9. Yeah? 9 times 1 over 9. Some students have been figuring that out without actually doing the 9 times what equals 1. X is equal to 1 over 9. Some students have just been figuring out how to multiply here. So we multiply it by 1/9, or we divide. So look at this, 225, saying multiplicative relationships, right? Multiplication, division are definitely related to each other. So we're going to divide 225 by 9 to get our answer. 225 divided by 9, let's say 2, 18, 45, and then 5. 25. Love it. All right, Early Rise Donuts sells 1 dozen donuts for $8. Jasmine purchased 5 dozen donuts. Use the graph to show the relationship between the number of donuts purchased and their cost. Get a little table going here again. And then what we can say for this table is donuts. Then we can say dollars. 1 dozen for $8. Purchased 5. What's the relationship between the number of donuts purchased and their cost? Cut and multiply by 5. 1 times 5 is 5. 8 times 5 is 40. Now we need to graph it. If there's 1, it's going to be $8. So look at this. Donuts, cost, right? Donuts. 1 to the right, 1 donut is $8. Go up here and graph it right there. 1, 8. 1, 8. 5, 40. 5. Let's get up here to 40 like that. And then you can draw a line through here if you want to. That this is a proportional relationship, but when it graphs as a straight line. How much did she spend on 5 dozen donuts? She spent 40. Let's see what else we have here. Henry's teacher is tracking the number of hours he spends reading chapters and books. The table shows Henry's reading rate. What is the missing value? 2 times what equals 5? 2. I don't want to draw it like that. 2 times what is equal to 5? Divide both sides by 2. X is equal to 5 over 2. So then to go from here to here, we need to divide for the scale factor. 5.5 times 2 equals this. This divided by 5/2 equals that. So we need to divide by 5/2. And I'm going to show you we can do the reciprocal. So it's going to be 20 over 1. Instead of dividing by 5 over 2, we can multiply by the reciprocal. We flip it. 2/5 is the reciprocal of 5 seconds. So this should equal 40 over 5 is going to be equal to 8. Going to be equal to 8. All right, here we go with some more questions. So this is a different quiz that we had maybe like 2 weeks ago. What's the ratio of lemon to water in pitcher B? So we got pitcher B over here, and we're going to say lemon. So lighter ones are going to be lemon, 1, 2, 3. And that is going to be 3 to lemon to water. Water is 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 to 4 is going to be that one right there. Looks great. What else do we have here? What is 4 times 15? 15 times 4. Nice. 4 times 5 is 20. 0 here, 2 up there. 4 times 1 is 4. Plus 2 is 6. Let's go 60. For a gray paint mixture, combine 8 cups white paint with 1 cup black paint. A mixture with 32 cups white paint yields blank cups of gray paint. Hint, figure out how much black paint is needed and then add that to the 32 cups of white paint. Okay, let's get a table going here. So we're going to say black. We're going to say white. We got black, we got white. My green pencil's dying on me here. It needs to be sharpened. Okay, so we said if we have 8 cups of white, we're going to need 1 cup of black. A mixture with 32 cups of white paint yields blank gray paint. Okay, so our mixture is going to have 32 white. How much black does it need? Yeah? What times 8 equals 32? What times 8 equals 32? Divide both by 8. X is equal to 4. 8 times 4 is 32. 1 times 4 is 4. Hint, figure up how much black. Black is 4. Then add that to 32. 4 plus 32. 36. All right, next up here. Which ratio, when graphed, would also be on this line? Let's see, 4, 3. So 4, 3, that looks pretty good. 3, 4, nope, nope. 4.5, 3, that also looks like it's on there. And then 9, 8, 9, 8. I ended up on this question giving students credit for it because I had made this question, but it's unclear to me here if this is 4.5 or if it's 4. So I've got no problem saying, hey, that's a bad question, and I'm going to accept either answer on this one. Accepted either answer on that one. Answer the question below. In Austin, Texas, 8 bats ate 40 grams of insects in one night. So we have bats, insects. 8 bats ate 40 grams. At this rate, how much could 64 bats eat in one night? Let's say we got 64. What times 40 is equal to 64? Divide that by 40, divide this by 40. X is equal to, let's go ahead and reduce. Let's divide by 2, see what happens. This is going to be 20 over What is that, 32? 20 over 32. Sorry, 32 over 20. Let's divide by 2 again. 16 over 10. Oh my gosh, what am I doing here? Divide by 2 again. 8 over 5. 8 over 5? Okay. So now 40 times 8 over 5 equals 64. 8 times 8 over 5. 8 times 8 over 5. 64 over 5. I did that totally wrong. How many could 64 bats? The 64 is supposed to go here. 64 bats. Oh my gosh. If I do something wrong, tell me. If you know a better way to show us. At this rate, how many insects would 64 bats eat? So 64 bats. 8 times 8 is 64. 40 times 8, 320. 320 right here. Okay, answer the question below. Are these ratios equivalent? 3 to 16. 6 to 32. 3 over 16. Let's see what happens here. I can multiply this by 2, multiply this by 2. 6 over 32. Yes, these are going to be equivalent. And then last question here. Image shows a proportional relationship. What number goes in for x? Okay. 1 times 7 is 7. 3 times 7 is 21. This 9 times 7 is this right here. So we know we need to divide to go that way. 63 divided by 7 is 9. 7 divided by 7 is 1. 56 divided by 7. We know our multiplication facts. 7 times 8 is 56. Going to be that one right there. Oh, I guess it wasn't the last one. I found some more questions here. For some reason, I thought that was the last one. Camila was helping at the triple chocolate cake booth and wants to know how many cakes were sold. Use the information provided to determine how many cakes were sold at the bake sale. $10 per cake, $120 were earned. What times 10 is equal to 120? Divide by 10, divide by 10. X is equal to 120 divided by 10 is 12. So we can check our work. There were 12 cakes sold for $10 each. 12 cakes sold for $10 each. How much did we get? 0 times that is 0. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 1 is 1. 120. Checked our work. Love it. What is the ratio of hearts to smiley faces? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 heart. Smiley faces, 1, 2. 2. 4 to 2. All right, so this is another worksheet that we did this past week about conversions. Read each petting zoo card. Record the given information from each scenario in the conversion table. Solve by creating a model using ratio reasoning to convert each given measurement into an equivalent measurement. What we're given here then is Happy Trails Petting Zoo wants to replace the old fencing around the outdoor section of the barn. The old fence is 24 feet long. What is the length in yards? 3 feet equals 1 yard. So 3 feet equals 1 yard. What's the given measurement? We're given 24. 24. Now we need to figure out what the equivalent measurement is. Let's go ahead and set up a table here. What we have is feet, yards. We got feet, we got yards. We're given 24 feet. How many yards? And we know that 3 feet equals 1 yard. So you divide by 3 to get to 1. So 24 divided by 3 should give us our answer. 8 times 3 is 24. It's going to be 8 yards. Think about this then. Old fence is 24 feet long. What's the length in yards? 8 yards. One more here on a conversion. One side of the sheep pen is falling down and needs to be replaced. If this side of the fence measures 3 meters long, what is the length in centimeters? Okay, 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. Given measurement, 3 meters long. What is the equivalent? Let's get the table going. Now for this, 1 meter is 100 centimeters. 3 meters is how many centimeters? 1 meter is 100 centimeters. 3 meters is how many centimeters? Okay. 1 times 3 is 3. 100 times 3. 300. 300 centimeters. You've been watching Mr. Getz's Flipped Classroom doing some math. Thank you so much for your time today.